hold on, clerk. Yes, Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, with your indulgence, Mr. Speaker, we need to take note of the issue that has been raised by Honorable Doris. And in the reorganization of the committees with the Majority Leader, we have to take note of that, Mr. Speaker, so that more women serve in the Transport Committee. But having said that, Mr. Speaker, there's an international event, Mr. Speaker, that's happening in New York in this week, Mr. Speaker, of women. Mr. Speaker, when men issues are being discussed, women are also present. I don't know why the delegation that was sent by Parliament to New York, Mr. Speaker, only consists of female gender, Mr. Speaker. Why did we not have MPs also of male to go and discuss women issues, Mr. Speaker? There is also an anomaly, Mr. Speaker, of that issue. There's a serious accident that's taking place also in New York, Mr. Speaker, where only women, our women colleagues are only meeting, Mr. Speaker, without any single member of male gender, Mr. Speaker. That's also a very serious accident in New York, Mr. Speaker, that needs to be addressed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Clerk, before you call the next order, allow me. And Donya, the constitution of committees is done by your leaders. One is sitting in front of you, to whom you are preaching the accident. The other is sitting across the floor. Take their complaints to them so that you can be able to address them. Yes, Deputy Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, I'm just giving a point of information to Honorable Junet to let him know that what's happening in New York is called positive discrimination. Yes.
Yes, Jematia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On the same note, on an order paper, okay, standing order 173, on what Donya said, it is also a replica in Committee of Finance, Mr. Speaker. The same thing, and when you talk about CSW is a meeting that is done for women agendas and women affairs, but this is a committee that deals with resources, deals with issues, policies of government, and it does not mean that women can be isolated because it is a gender, and I mean men cannot.
Yes, Junet.
No, I do not, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Order, Jematia. Address the Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Majority Leader, we have acknowledged the anomalies in the committees, and we have to address them, Mr. Speaker. The committees must have gender parity. But, Mr. Speaker, also what's happening in New York, men are stakeholders. What women are discussing there affects us, Mr. Speaker. We must be present in the New York, Mr. Speaker, because we are stakeholders also on issues of women. They affect us, Mr. Speaker. What you are going there and discussing, you are going to implement it when we are present where we are, Mr. Speaker. So we are stakeholders. You must engage us, especially fathers to girls like me, Mr. Speaker. I must know the agenda of women in New York, Mr. Speaker. I must know.
Order, no more agenda passions on the floor. I want to acknowledge the presence of Kirirwa Junior School from Imendi Central, Meru, in the public gallery, and Koelel Forces Academy, Gilgil, Nakuru, in the Speaker's gallery. On my behalf and on your behalf, we welcome the students.